Hey everyone, what's up? It is Tylia L.Flores with a brand new video. And before we get into this video, please like, share, and subscribe. If you're brand new, welcome to my channel. My name is Tylia L.Flores. I am a 26-year-old disability activist born with spastic dysplasia, the most common form of cerebral palsy, but that has never taken away from my will and determination. I am a published author, radio show host personality, and I'm happy to be here with you guys today as we discuss ableism and how do we get rid of it? Because a lot of the times people ask me, Tylia, how do we get rid of ableism in society? And how do we move forward from the days of ableism, internalized ableism, etc., etc.? The answer is quite simple. And from where you're sitting right now watching this video, I want you to take your finger and point at your head because ending ableism, internalized ableism, starts with you and the message that you want to spread. As I've always stated in the previous videos in the past, that's what advocates do, and that's what normal people in society should do. That's what an ordinary person should do. If you come across something that you feel is ableist, or you notice a situation turning into an ableist situation, or if you hear somebody internalizing ableism, you should speak out about it, because the more we speak out about it and the more we educate people on internalized ableism and ableism, then it becomes a whole. And before I truly understood what ableism was, I made a mistake of posting a status on Facebook that says, I don't see disabilities, I see possibilities. And that turned into something that was supposed to be positive, turned into a debate. Yes, it's great to see that we see people with disabilities. It's great to see that they do have dreams, and it is possible for us to live our lives. But we also don't want to take away from the fact that that person does have a disability, and that's okay. And we don't want to take away from the struggle of a person having a disability as a whole. That's like now when people say, I don't have a disability, I have an extra ability. Well, that's internalizing ableism, because you're taking away the label that you fought to be accepted for many years. So, in my personal opinion, the way we combat ableism and the way we end ableism is not by being pissed off if we see it, not by getting enraged if we see it, if we just calmly go up to the person, we share our stories with the world, and we share that knowledge with that person, and that person gains knowledge to share it with the next. We must not get angry when we see ableist things in society that we don't like. We could be upset, we can be annoyed, but anger gets you nowhere, because he who angers you controls you. But what would get you further is if you calmly go up to the person and educate the person, give them the gift of disability history and knowledge. That's what you do as an advocate, and that's how you become a successful advocate, and that's how people grow fond of you, because you're honest, you're telling your story, you're being truthful, you're not cursing, you're not yelling, you're not saying this is so fucking stupid, because that gets you nowhere. But what gets you somewhere is if you take the baby steps, you learn from your mistakes, and you grow, and that's how you prosper as an advocate and combating ableism. And it's funny that I bring up this topic because I'm doing a presentation for a nonprofit organization in Denmark next weekend. I gotta be up at 5 o'clock in the morning, my time, for that. But I'm so excited for it because you know why? One step closer to sharing my knowledge with the world is one step closer to spreading awareness for those with disabilities, and ending ableism, because that's what we want to do internally. Ableism should have never been a thing that's existed, but it has existed for many years. Starting off with the ugly law, where you can throw somebody out of a restaurant with a disability if you felt uncomfortable back in the day. And people would actually leave, and we would have to leave. This is even discussed in the movie Crip Camp with Judy Heumann and Jim LeBrecq, and several other great advocates that I hope to get to shake their hands one day, and when it comes to advocacy starts with us, but we also have to remember too is be kind to one another, especially those who aren't familiar with ableism and internalized ableism. Be kind, because if you're kind, it'll get you somewhere, versus if you aren't, it'll take you 3 steps backwards. This is Tylia Flores. Bye, y'all.